as per the schedule, the next talk is actually supposed to be by me. Uh, I keep my talk every time towards the end deliberately so that we can manage if there is a time adjustment requirement. We can manage the time is the intention behind keeping my talk towards the end. And the title given to my talk is Gurus in Vedic Scriptures. Actually, this title came up with a suggestion by our founder, Sri Harikiran Vadlamani Garu, because this symposium is being organized in the context of our event, Grateful to Gurus, that we are going to organize very soon during Guru Purnima Day. Harikiran Vadlamani Garu suggested that we should have a talk by any one of the speakers on the examples of great gurus from our Itihasa Purana narratives. Then my response was that this is a very vast topic because right from the Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Mantras and Upanishads, through the Itihasas and Ashtadasha Puranas and Upapuranas, we have a huge list of wonderful examples of gurus. And covering all those gurus in a talk is going to be a stupendous task. But because now we have come to the end of this symposium, and I am planning to close the symposium with my talk, I would like to mention only a few words about the significance of Guru Purnima itself. And as you all know, Guru Purnima is also called Vyasa Purnima. And the significance of Guru Purnima on the day when we are going to organize our Grateful to Gurus will not be explained unless we explain the greatness of Vyasa as a Guru. Please imagine, please think, do we actually see Vyasa as a Guru? The word Vyasa, the full form of Vyasa is Veda Vyasa. And Veda Vyasa, the word comes from the meaning of the word Vyasa, which is actually a classifier, an analyzer, a divider, a person who divides an entity into parts and expands it, an essayist. So, Vyasa is the word which actually signifies the contribution of whom we call Veda Vyasa to the classification of Vedas. That is why he is called Veda Vyasa, classifier of Vedas. Okay, classifier of Vedas. He classified the Veda Rashi into 4 different Vedas: Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Sama Veda, and Atharvana Veda. What if? Does that make him a guru? Okay, he is the author of Ashtadasha Mahapuranas and Ashtadasha Upapuranas. Okay, what if? Does that make him a guru? If he is the author of Ashtadasha Mahapuranas and Ashtadasha Upapuranas, how does that make him a guru? Is he mentioned as a guru because he classified Vedas, Veda Rashi into 4 different Vedas, or is he classified as a guru because he authored Ashtadasha Mahapuranas and Ashtadasha Upapuranas? Is he described as a guru, say for example in Mahabharata, where he occurs as a character? No. There, his role is as part of a yoga practice. He was responsible for the birth of children from the wives of Vichitra Virya. Even that does not make him a guru. Where does he come as a guru? There is a Skanda Purana Antargata Khanda called Kashi Khanda. It is also called as Varanasi Khanda. There, Veda Vyasa appears in the form of a guru. Towards the end, the 7th chapter of this Kashi Khanda, Vyasa is described as coming to Varanasi, coming to Kashi with 10,000 of his students, his disciples, his sishyas. There we find him as a guru character with such a humongous number of sishyas with him. And there in that story, actually, he is described as someone who is a Vaishnava, who is a Vishnu Bhakta, and looks at Varanasi as a Vishnu Kshetra, and he does prayers to Vishnu. And then he is cursed because of that, and that curse is removed when he realizes that it is a Shiva Kshetra. Because Varanasi Khanda or Kashi Khanda is a Shaiva work, it brings in that kind of a Shiva significance through the paralysis that Vyasa receives in the story. That's a different matter. But the picture of Veda Vyasa as a guru with 10,000 Shishyas is actually part of this narrative. Where else? When we see the Pitika Bhagas, the introductory portions of Itihasas and Puranas, every time we see that Vedavyasa creates a certain Itihasa or Purana, for example, Mahabharata is created by Vedavyasa, then there is a description that he sends his Sishyas to different parts of the world, different parts of the Jagat, the upper worlds, the eastern worlds, the western worlds, and the material worlds, to spread Mahabharata. Sishyas like Paila, Vaishampayana, all these Sishyas of Vyasa take the books created by Veda Vyasa to, for example, Mahabharata, to the different parts of the world. There he occurs as a guru. And where else do we find the Vyasa as a guru? If you know where Guru Paramparas are described, in whichever tradition it is, whether it is Advaita Parampara or Dvaita Parampara or Sri Vaishnava Vishishtadvaita Parampara, the Guru lineage is described as starting from Vyasa only. If you go to the story of Shankaracharya, for example, as a hagiography of Shankaracharya, people talk about Govinda Bhagavat Pada, Gauda Pada, and then take it way back to Vyasa. The whole story starts from Vyasa there. And if you go to the Madhva stories, Dvaita stories, there are repeated narratives of where Vyasa actually appears to the Guru. Vyasa appears to, say, for example, Raghavendra Tirtha, who is worshipped in Mantralayam as Raghavendra Swami. He appears to Madhvacharya, he appears to various gurus, and he talks to them and hands them over the Dvaita thought, or he pats them for doing good work in Dvaita philosophy. There are similar stories in Vishishtadvaita Parampara also, that Vyasa comes and hands them over the Vishishtadvaita thinking. So the Guru Parampara, why does it happen there? Because all the three major Vedanta traditions, or for that matter any Vedanta Shastra tradition, it starts from Brahma Sutras. And the author of Brahma Sutras is Vyasa. Probably that is the reason the Guru Parampara is always traced to Vyasa in almost all these traditions. So it is that way that we can locate Vyasa either as a person who sends his Sishyas to spread the Itihasas and Puranas created by him in different parts of the world, or as a person coming with 10,000 Sishyas to Varanasi, to Kashi, or as a the beginner of the lineage of Guru Parampara in various Vedanta traditions, we see Vyasa being described as a Guru. So that is how probably the Vyasa Purnima is celebrated as Guru Purnima, and Vyasa has become an icon, a symbol of the Guru concept. And where else do we find these famous uh, Munis, Rishis, like for example, Valmiki Maharshi, who is the author of Ramayana? He authored Ramayana. There inside Valmiki Ramayana, there is a conversation between Narada and Valmiki. That doesn't make him a guru. But there are descriptions of him, for example, going for his daily bath towards a river along with his shishyas. Then only he comes across the Krauncha Mithuna being hunted by a hunter, and we have that Guru Shishya description of Valmiki Maharshi and his Shishyas there. And we have another description in Uttarakanda, Uttara Ramayana, where the children of Rama, the children born to Sita while she stays in Valmiki's ashrama, they become Shishyas of Valmiki. That is a beautiful combination, that the uh, characters inside the narrative itself, they become the propagators of the narrative. Unlike in the case of Mahabharata Itihasa, where the Sishyas of Vyasa, they are not the characters inside Mahabharata, for example. They are sent into different parts of the world to spread the Itihasa Mahabharata. But here in the case of Ramayana, the characters inside the story of Ramayana itself, Lava and Kusha, the twin offsprings of Rama and Sita, they are used by the author Valmiki to propagate Ramayana, is the narrative. So the Guru Shishya relationship is here between Valmiki and the twin children Lava and Kusha, and they are the child singers also. This word Kushi Lavas is a Vedic word. They are also singers in Veda. They are singers of narratives, narrative singers, minstrels, Kushi Lavas. And here also the sound of the names of these twin children is very similar to that Kushi Lava, Lava Kusha. And they are made to be the singers of the story and propagators of the story. And they become the Sishyas of the Guru called Valmiki. That is another model of an author of this Itihasa Purana narrative becoming a Guru in this kind of a narrative. That's another model. And inside Ramayana, we have another model of a guru, Vishwamitra. And this Vishwamitra himself could have protected his yajna all by himself. How do you know that? It is he who gave all the astras to Rama and Lakshmana, and with the help of those astras, Rama and Lakshmana protected the yajna. So the astras which he gave to them were with him. He could have used them to protect his yajna, but he did not use those astras for himself, for his own benefit. He handed over the astras to two other individuals, and those individuals who learned the astras from him, they protected his yajna. So this is another model of Guru Shishya relationship. A guru who is capable of protecting his activity all by himself hands over his skills to the Shishyas, and it is the Shishyas who use that skill to protect the activity of the guru. I keep saying every time that this is the way actually we, the Shishyas of our Shastra scholars, are protecting our Shastras from the attacks from the detractors of Western and colonized and various kinds of misunderstanding of these Shastras. We are learning it from the traditional gurus, but we are allowing the traditional gurus to perform their yajnas. So this is one model where the guru himself does not protect himself. Probably here there is a reason. The guru who is capable of protecting himself has decided that he does not use those powers for himsa, for destroying the Rakshasas. So he has taken a vow of ahimsa. So the himsa that is required for the protection of his activity called yajna, he is handing over to another person a role called kshatriya. A kshatriya is being used there, and the kshatriya uh, has a responsibility of protecting kshatam trayate iti kshatraha. So he is being given the astras. That is another model. So you have in the same uh, tradition within Mahabharata another model of this Astra and Shastra teaching person, but there he is participating. Dronacharya himself is also participating in the Yuddha, unlike Vishwamitra. So he is teaching his knowledge of Shastrastras to the Kshatriyas called Pandavas and Kauravas. But he is also participating in the war. He is also participating in the Yuddha. This is another model. And you have a model of Parashurama. So Parashurama himself participates in a war with the Kshatriyas, and that is where his skills of Yuddha are established. But he also is a guru to people like Bhishmacharya. And Karna is also shown in the narrative to be learning it from Parashurama, and then it is there that he receives a shapa for hiding his Kshatriya identity while learning it from Parashurama. So there, in these narratives of a relationship between Parashurama and Bhishma and Parashurama and Karna, Parashurama, who is a rishi actually, and also has a proven skill of Yuddha, proven skill of Kshatriya character, Kshatriya abilities, he hands over those skills to characters like Bhishma and Karna. But he himself at that time has given up all those activities and he is in a tapas. But there comes an instance where there is a war, fight, quarrel between Bhishma and Parashurama. Also, there he uses his war skills, the skills. So, if we go on studying these cases of various guru models that we come across in um, the Itihasas and Puranas, then we may be able to come up with a classification of all these guru models. That is what I was telling Sri Harikiran Garu. And I told him that we'll be needing a very big taxonomy of these various guru models that we find in Itihasas and Puranas. If we are interested in a study of various gurus in our Itihasas and Puranas, so that is what I was telling him. This is not the time that we can venture into even a small glimpse of that exercise. So let me stop here and now let me move on to the last part, which is a formality part of this symposium. Um, uh, Yogini Deshpande ji, who is the co-curator of this symposium, was expected to offer the vote of thanks for this symposium. but we received a message that there is a power out issue in the area in Bombay where she lives. So I will do that in her behalf. So now we have moved to the vote of thanks part of the symposium. As always, this symposium would not have been possible without the audience. Any symposium, any conference, any event. So my thanks always go to the audience first, and to the audience that have stayed back till this time of the evening from the morning. I'm able to see many people like Ashok Gursurkar ji, who was present in the evening. For some time he left and now he rejoined the event. And there are many I'm able to see who have been here from the morning till evening. Many names that I'm able to see from the morning, and some have joined. And for example, Rakesh Vyas ji also has been continuously attending, and Manoj Talwar ji, many names I am able to see from morning till evening, sitting patiently to attend this symposium with a patient participation and attentive hearing. I thank all the audience who have been attending this symposium from morning till evening for having come. And a symposium is a symposium only because of the speakers. And we are so fortunate that to have got very senior speakers such as Professor C.S.R. Prabhu and a very senior Guruji who has spoken. Actually, this person is Parama Puja Dr. Sri Shyam Sundar Deshpande Maharaj Ji is the Puja father of our Yogini Deshpande Ji only. He spoke about Guru Ananta Koti Brahmanda Nayaka, and we have got highly traditional scholars like Dr. Jammala Madaka Srinivas Garu, and we have got Guruji Srinivas Aachaarya Garu, who is a Rasopasana Guru of Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara, running his own ashram near Chilkur. And we have wonderful, well-established researchers like Dr. Sushumna Kannan, Ketu Ramachandra Shekharji, and we have wonderful younger scholars. For example, you have seen our own Abhinav Kadambi, young scholar, and Prabhav and Sharada Deepti. All these wonderful young scholars also have participated in this. And we had a wonderful new topic by Subramanian Chidambaranji, who is in our own retreat now in Tiruvannamalai. He spoke about the Guru form deity aspect of Subramanya. So all these, I express my vote of thanks. Our own Guru Sadhaka Sachiva has spoken about our Grateful to Guru's program. I express my thanks to him. I express my thanks to our Amit Vikramji, who has been patiently attending this symposium. He is not just participating in the organizational aspect of our INDICA activities. He is also a scholar, actually. I see more often that he is more scholarly than anything else. So to him, I express my thanks. And in organizing the symposiums like this, all the administrative work and background work and tedious activity of organizing the conference and symposium falls on the shoulders of our Srinivas Garu and Koti Garu. Today, Srinivas Garu has been working in the background. I thank him. And all our concepts and ideas and proposals and finances, everything come from our founder, Sri Harikiran Vadlamani Garu. Without him, nothing actually is possible in our symposiums or any activities, every activity. So I thank him for giving this wonderful idea, for coming up with this wonderful topic and proposing this symposium. Thank you very much, Harikiran Hadlamani Garu. So, with a love song between Guru and Shishya, let us end this symposium. There is a question. I have not seen questions from morning, but now there is a question. Utkarsha Sharma. How to make modern Hindus relook into the need of gurus? They are currently far, far, far from original Guru Shishya Parampara and Sampradayas. How to make them seek true gurus and not fall into traps like okay, some that is the last sentence is a controversial topic. So let us not get into those topics, but yes, the remaining part of the question is a wonderful question. How to make Hindus again seek the Guru Parampara, Guru Shishya Parampara. Actually, it's a good news, Utkarsh ji, that we are again going back to Guru Shishya Parampara. Gurukula tradition is picking up a lot. Bharatiya Shikshan Mandal is reviving the Guru Shishya Parampara, Gurukula tradition. And in many aspects, Guru Shishya Parampara is still continuing. With people like you who are interested in this, there is a great hope with social media and all other activities, the message will spread. So now, what I called the love song between Guru Shishya is all known to all of you, so you may join me also. What is popularly known as a Shanti mantra called Sahana Bhavatu is actually a love song. Why? It is in Vivachana. Saha now avatu. Let both of us be protected. So who is this two? Guru and Shishya are the two. They are saying, uh, they are singing together like in the love songs, the uh, heroine, the male and the female characters in movies, they sing in the same voice together some love song. In this mantra also, Guru and Shishya are singing a love song between them, a song of affection between them. They are saying, uh, let us be protected together, let us enjoy together, let us perform our abilities together, let us acquire all the knowledge together, let us not hate each other. So let us say that and end this symposium. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaveryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Shanti. Namaste.